All right, why Georgia? Why this song?
Why Georgia? Why? This is a cool little one, which we both kind of just quickly worked out, we should say. That whole percussive thing, which I suppose in the early 2000s got very popular, didn't it?
Big style, obviously. It's post-Oasis strummers, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
yeah, that kind of singer-songwriter.
Damien Rice eventually kind of picked up that baton of like... that we wouldn't have had Ed Sheeran without a Damien Rice, and then...
David Gray and all those kind of guys.
Yeah, exactly, the big scene for that.
Who's the other, what's his name? Big band, the Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah,
I think very influenced by that.
Yeah.
But I remember how I got into doing stuff like that was through teaching. I started teaching when I was like 17, and it was just literally, you know, people would be learning chords or something, so I'd just be keeping a beat.
Yeah, and you're tapping all the time.
And then so they're doing G to C like this, but no, you kind of...
And this chord progression is G to D.
Yeah.
D major played like C major slid up to
Moved up.
I think of as the Def Leppard chord.
Yeah, man.
But it's G and D with this riff, which is a second, a octave or a first, and then like the major seventh. Again, quite a piano melody. Actually.
How I learned it through just kind of teaching is probably a good place to start, actually. Just kind of taking a G chord, and then so say we just our thumbs on the bass, and then my any fingers will work, and I'm using second and third, you might want first and second, but just getting used to strum, hit those two strings, and just get used to slapping.
And the snare tap, which this is, always happens on 2 and 4.
There you go.
That's a huge thing to remember. So if you're like, where are we doing it? 1, 2, and 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Which is the thing. Snare's part of drum kit, and it's the beat that tells us the tempo of the song.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the beat that we said before. You should clap on if you're clapping along. A lot of people 1 and 3. No. 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The thickest string or the thickest couple of strings, and that means you can even do the John Mayer thing of.
Oh, right.
Keeping some strings ringing out.
Yeah.
Is there a little roll in that second one?
Yeah, so...
Still only between the first two fingers. And then that chord just goes to the 4 chord.
Yeah, it's kind of like a major, I guess the correct would be like a C major 9. So actually it'd be a 6/9 chord. So it's getting used to that kind of pivoting with your little finger, and then that's coming off. You only do it that once.
What does he do? What does John Mayer do? Why is he so good?
That's... I was saying we're not John Mayer fanboys, and now we're working out his stuff.
Absolutely, because it's brilliant.
It's all key of C major, you know.
You can add all this stuff with a pick as well.
Yeah.
Chords more, but.
And then E minor, D over F sharp, G, C at 9.
You'd expect.
Yeah. So the chorus is going D, A over C sharp in the bass.
D. So it's going to the 5th. Okay, that makes some musical sense.
The G, D, A C sharp to E minor. D, A, G, then an F chord, F, C with an E in the bass, and then back round it all again, you know.
Very cool weaving of chord changes.
Yeah, very much so.
He's the one that I learnt this phrase of folding one song into another, having two song ideas.
Yeah.
Probably out of many, let's be honest, maybe out of hundreds. And kind of going, okay, let's take this one and make it a verse.
Mm-hmm.
Take this other song other progression I came up with years later, days later, none at the same time.
Yeah.
Kind of think how we can go from one to the other. And that gives you ideas like that. That's where that comes from.
And again, you know, that's that piano idea, you know. As opposed
you don't have to play it. You have to know what a piano would sound like. What would a piano do then?
Yeah. But if you didn't do the C over into the C, and then there's a different kettle of fish where it's that strumming mute. That's basically what the right hand's doing. If I try and slow it down, but you're kind of strumming and then muting it with the side of your palm, like a palm, you know.
That's an octave shift. It's a very common thing to...
Somewhere the rainbow, isn't it? You know.
That's a songwriting technique when you want to write a melody and you think, I want this to be memorable, I want it to stand out. It's a huge amount of intervals and it makes it literally stand out because you're asking you know, if you think of Robbie Williams' Angels and through it all,
of course,
it's a big moment somewhere over there. It's a hook. Again, the piano thing of playing an E chord but changing the root note, going for an open string, which is a very guitarist thing to do. I mean, imagine if you went to your bandmate and you said, "Here's my little song," they'd probably go, "All right, Michael. All right, Michael. I think we're not going to go for that."
It's actually probably a good one to really start that stuff with because it's not much going on.
It doesn't have the roll.
Yeah, that's what I've got Def Leppard in my head now when you say it. I imagine he was 20 years old or something. He wrote this. Yes. He's at home in his bedroom, you know. Whereas the other one, is it Neon? I don't know that at all. It's Drop C, I think. And his thumb, he's a big boy, isn't he? He's about 6'6" or something like that.
I wouldn't know. Ask his long line of missuses.
Yeah, exactly right. But yeah, he does like that. Stop This Train. Thumb and also for me a little bit there on that bit.
Yeah.
You know? But it's always 1, 2, and 3, and 4. That's what you don't want to get rid of at all.
Yeah, 1 and 3. Feel how it sounds like a slow hand clap.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
1 and 3. With all my favourite chord progressions, they always have. Just to kind of quickly do this without a copyright strike. 1, 2, 3. You get it, you know what I'm saying, okay? So. Gone down by 1 fret. melody stayed the same.
Nice, yeah.
Something like that.
Right, yeah. Yeah, he's following his ear, isn't he?
Chromatic moves.
If you can get that down, you're sorted.
You'll use it in everything, right? Diatonic chords in the key.
I got a song, you know.
Yeah.
A minor. Same thing, or I would say it's probably one of my favourite John Mayer songs. It's a really beautiful song. That is.
I think that one unites a lot of people.
Yeah.
He's a polarising character, but that one's like, there's nothing not to like.
Yeah, absolutely. You listen to the lyrics and, you know, we all have it, you know, talk to my old man, you know, if you think you're getting older, you know, talk to your parents or your grandparents, you know.
Universal themes, isn't it? And a melody that this sort of more folky style does connect with.
Well, as soon as when I hit that, I was like, oh!
Yeah. The heartstrings, essentially a minor 4.
You're getting all fancy.
Hold the hammer on, Mike.
But stuff like that, though, sounds cool. That's what I meant by it.
Yeah. It only takes a little bit of it, and the rest of it is often these kind of basic chords. Amazing.
John Mayer. But yeah, hopefully that helps.
All we need now is a full Stop This Train tutorial. Just blast that one out, shall we? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go.
It's a beautiful song.